Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to learn about one of the most important HTML concept, that is heading. Many beginners think heading are just for making text bigger, but they actually much more than that. They help organize your web page, improve accessibility and even boost SEO. By the end of this video, you will understand how to use HTML headings correctly, and then I'll show you everything practically in VS Code. So let's get started. First, we'll understand why headings are important. Headings create a proper structure for a web page. Think of them like the chapter and the section in a book. When someone visits your website, headings help them quickly understand the content. They are also important for screen readers, which help visually impaired users navigate websites. Another advantage is SEO. Like search engines like Google uses headings to understand what your page is about. One important tip is this: never use heading just because you want the bigger text. If you only want the large text, use the CSS instead of HTML. Headings should always represent the actual structure of your content, not the size or the boldness of your text. Next one concept is we are going to learn the heading tags in HTML. We'll start with H1 tag. The H1 represents the main title of your web page. Normally, every web page should have only one H1 because it tells both user and search engine what the page is mainly about. For example, if we are creating the web page for the e-commerce like shopping website, then H1 tag should be welcome to our Amazon shop or to the Meesho shop. So it will tell the search engine as it is a e-commerce website or it is a shopping website, and it also tells to user that is it is a shopping website. Now let's get understand by example. Open VS Code, and in VS Code create a file named as heading.html. It will create the HTML file. In this HTML file, we have to write the code. For that, type exclamation mark. It will provide you the boilerplate code which consists of all the required tags inside the HTML file. Now inside the H1 tag, inside like between opening and closing tag, we are writing our main text, which is welcome to tech.tonic hub, and according to this it will be visible according to the tags. To run this code, we'll need the live server. If you have already installed this live server, then it is fine, but if not, then at the left side of your VS Code there is an option that extension. Inside that, search live server by Ritvik De, open it and install it, and we have to run it. For that, in the right corner of your VS Code screen, there is the option to go live. Open it, click on it, it will get the live server active, and then it will renders the web page for us. Next comes the heading H2. H2 heading divides your web page into major sections. For example, if your web page is related to the shopping website, in between that there will be the different sections like fashion, like hair accessories or beauty products or the grocery or the electronics, etc. etc. Each of these major topic would use an H2 heading. Unlike H1, you can have multiple H2 headings on a single page. Now let's understand how it will be working. For that, we will be going to type the H2 tag inside the HTML code, and inside the opening and closing H2 tag we'll write our content, and I am writing this video is for HTML learning, and it will be visible on our screen when we go live on the live server. Look at this, its small size is little small than H1 heading and also little. Now let's understand the level 3. Inside every H2 section, we often need smaller topics. That's where we use the H3 headings. For example, H1 is representing the shopping website heading, H2 is representing the small sections like fashion, accessories, etc. etc. So inside that fashion, we'll need some subtopics or the subsections that will be provided by the H3 tag. For example, inside fashion there will be the sections like men's, women's, kids or various age groups. This will be provided by the H3 tag. Let's understand how it actually works. Now look at the example for H3 tag. The text is little more smaller than H2 tag and also little less bold than the H2 tag. HTML also provides H4, H5, H6 headings. They are mainly used when your document becomes very detailed. For example, technical documentation, research paper, legal documentations, or large project documentation. The important thing to remember is don't skip the heading levels. For example, don't go from H1 directly to H4. Instead of that, maintain the proper order H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. This creates the logical structure for both users and the search engines. It is the best practice to create your website very properly. Now check out the output for all the HTML tags which we have learnt in this lecture. Every HTML heading is varied by size and also its boldness. And this only tells us the H1 is the most important and bold tag and H6 is the least important and less bold tag. This is one of the biggest mistake beginners make. Many people use heading tags only because they look bigger, but the HTML headings are not about appearance, they are about meaning. If you want to change the font size, color or style, use CSS. Use headings only when the text is actually a heading. This keeps your web page semantic and accessible. Let's quickly summarize the best practices. First, we use only one H1 per page. Second, follow the correct heading order from H1 to H6. Avoid skipping heading levels. And third point is write meaningful heading names. Don't use any vague headings like section 1 or topic etc. because SEO, like our search engines, uses our heading as the main point. Finally, use CSS for styling. Never misuse headings tags simply to make the text larger. That's it for today's lesson. Now you know how HTML headings